Welcome back to Dango's top 3 SmackDown hits from last night's SmackDown. It's a quick review, quick little nuggets in there, just to kind of refresh your memory. Or if you missed it, this is all you really need to know. So, just want to say thank you to all of our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube supporters out there that are liking, sharing, following, retweeting, and subscribing. We definitely appreciate you. Again, Dan Gogh here from the SmackTalk team. There ain't no team like it talking wrestling. Let's be honest here. There are only 3 things that you can really take away from last night's SmackDown. Here are my 3 things. So let's get right into it. So I'm going 3, 2, 1. 1 being the most important one. 3 being Sasha Banks. I put this in my top 3 because of how it went down. Now I don't like how it all came together. But Sasha Banks did get an important win, in my opinion. She is a winner by nature. She deserves to win. How she got herself into this match, however, wasn't feeling it. I don't like Bayley being the top person here. Even when Bayley and Nikki Cross, even when they're both on the microphone, just like when they're on the announcers announcing the match, it was terrible. I did not want to hear them talk at all. However, watching Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss in the ring, you kind of forget all of it because their wrestling has been on point and they're really showing up. Sasha Banks needed to get that dub, and I'm glad she did. Moving on, because this is a quick one. This is a quick show. You know, stick with me here. Don't lose interest. Number 2, Otis and Mandy Memorial Day weekend. Man, what a pleasure that was. You want to talk comedy? That was your comedy right there. The fact that Mandy Rose falls asleep and does dream about Otis in a sexy romantic way was the best thing. And then to have her wake up from water from Otis splashing, that was a great segment. For me, that had everything it needed. It was funny. Again, that is your Money in the Bank winner. Will he literally be your WWE Heavyweight Champion? God, is that real life? Is that real life? And leading, just wanted to sidetrack off a little bit. Congratulations to Bray Wyatt and another child he brought into this world. So you're probably not going to see Bray Wyatt for another month or 2. So you kind of have to get with this whole Otis being a comedy act for a little while. It is keeping me sane. It's making it easier. Before we hit the number 1, I just want to say this SmackDown as a whole was very lackluster. Again, it did have Sasha winning. It did have, it had the Battle Royal, Sheamus. We know how it ended. It had the Otis and Mandy, but let's be honest. Without Charlotte Flair in that, without AJ Styles fighting at SmackDown, those are your heavy hitters right there, and you need to continue to find a way to get them, or you're going to see the ratings plummet a little bit more. Speaking of plummeting, so we're going to take that word and we're going to put it to my number 1 takeaway for last night's SmackDown, the Jeff Hardy segment. Take a quick pause. Now, a lot of people think you can't bring the real life addiction into a theater. You can't have that. However, for me, it worked. I mean, it was a great idea. Let's put it that way. The way that it manifested itself into the show, the way that they made it, the movie the vision that they had, man, that was a 180 curveball that I just didn't need. So the acting was great. However, the whole segment just was corny and cheesy, where literally right after that whole 16-minute segment went through, you went to a Battle Royal video and you had Sheamus talking his smack. So it's like, what was happening. And if you want to use a segment of a car, you can just go to the history of it. The Rikishi thing. It didn't get solved right away. You really had no idea who was responsible for a couple of weeks, I think. So the fact that it happened and then immediately you already knew who it was. So that was kind of a turn off for me. But as a whole, I'm giving the SmackDown grade a D-. It was just, didn't sit well with me the entire show. The 3 segments were great, but it just could have been better. So we're going to be moving forward from the top 3. What's ahead of us that I'm really into? It's definitely the AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan coming up. That is something that we all knew we wanted. But Sheamus winning the last night's Battle Royal kind of made you think, Sheamus really going to take Daniel Bryan off his throne? Here we are. Again, that was my 3 pops. Just a quick recap. We had Sasha Banks winning, which I thought was very important. Otis and Mandy, which was hilarious. And because we're not getting Bray Wyatt for a little bit, I think that's what we're going to be holding on to for a little while. And of course, the dreadful Jeff Hardy segment, which I thought was alright. But the Twitter world did not appreciate the addiction real life section be brought into the WWE vision. And I get it, because it shouldn't have been. If you're going to make fun or if you're going to bring up someone's past, then it should be the way that they want it to be said, and not the WWE's version of how someone's addiction can play out in TV world. Jeff Hardy should have the keys to that car, not figuratively. And he should be behind the creative genius segment of that, because that was going to be big. How are you going, this is something that kills me, how are you going to put Jeff Hardy in the back of a police car, have the police car drive away, and it not have a freaking license plate on it? What? Anyways, that's my top 3. Thank you.